Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Super here and welcome to another character, or I should say variation tutorial video for Combat Pack number 2. So next up here we have the absolute fan favorite, Smoke. Cyber exact. Smoke is the variation of Triborg that I see online the most. Like, by far, it's not even close. Cyrac is a rarity. It's like a unicorn. I don't see it ever. And then I see Smoke, like, almost 90, 85% of the time that I play a Triborg, but with good reason. Smoke is one hell of a fucking character. It's first of all, he's fun. He's really fun, and he's very good. So hopefully I can teach you guys some stuff here today. If you guys missed the cyber sub tutorial, make sure you guys go check it out. But I think this one's gonna be a lot faster because I already went over some of the normals that are good with Triborg in general, or as a variation, or as a fucking character, right? So a lot of things stay the same. The only thing that changes are back twos and I should say back two and is it forward one? I think the only thing that changes for Smoke is actually a couple strings. So let's get started here. Smoke is a what you would call vortex character. So what Smoke wants to do is have you guess between overhead and low and leave you standing with a spear. Do a standing 3, which is plus 29. That means you have 29 frames of being able to do a move before your opponent could, even press a button. So obviously he could block, right? But if you end your combos in a spear, they're just right there sitting waiting for you to hit them. You do a standing 3. Some people like to do standing 3 into a crossover because it kind of hides, it hides a little bit of the overhead low, but you still have to guess no matter what. So I don't really like doing it because I like having my full 29 frames to be able to do overhead or low, because you lose frames whenever you do the teleport. As you guys see, it takes frames of animation for Smoke to go from one side to the other, so you lose a couple frames, and if you're not on that, your opponent is going to be able to armor through it, so, or backdash through it, I should say, because yeah, the back 3 and back 1 are pretty fast, so he can backdash if you're not on point if you do the crossover. So I just like doing this because it guarantees you that you're not gonna fuck up. So pretty much what a vortex character is, you leave your opponent in a standing state, you do a move, in Triborg's case or Smoke's case is standing 3 is plus 29. You do a move that leaves you really plus on hit, so that means your opponent has to guess between overhead or low, and it's a complete guess. He can't move, he can't do anything, he just has to guess. That is the entire game plan for Smoke. Whether you like it or not, that's what Smoke is as a character, a vortex character, and a very strong one at that, because vortex is pretty much safe. It's completely safe unless you armor through it, which a lot of people are not doing now. They might do it in the future once we get more playing time versus Smoke, but right now a lot of people are not armoring through it, and even his EX smoke bomb is actually plus on block. So let's get into it here. So the main things that you want to do with Smoke is you want to control space, while at the same time making sure that you end your combos in your spear. I forgot what it's called. It's called like Triton, something like that. Triton spear. Yeah, it's just called Triton. You want to end all your combos in that if you can. If you can't, of course, end your combos in, smoke bomb, and then, do whatever, right? But some of the best tools that Smoke gains is actually his back 2-1. This is a very good string, because as you guys see, I'm whiffing it and the string still comes out because it is, combo strings. Combo strings come out on whiff. And this is only -4. So if your opponent blocks this, you have nothing to worry about. You could, block as you would normally. You could also do the face port. If your opponent's like really close, he blocks this, you could do that. You could even do that again, do it twice, because the enhanced version is actually invincible, like fully invincible. So whenever people say Smoke is weakness is he doesn't have a wake up, guess what? He not only has, one of the, I'm not gonna say one of the best reversals in is one of the best tools to get out of situations, which is an invincible move, which I think is better than a armor reversal that could potentially get stuff. This, your opponent can't meaty this. You are not going to get stuff. You're not going to get armor broken because this is 100% invincible. So if someone knocks me down and he tries to do a move on me, this is going to go through whatever the hell he's doing. So let's just say, imagine he has you in the corner and he's trying to do a move on your knockdown. You do this while he's doing the move. He's going to continue doing this combo string. So guess what? You could do forward 1-3 into smoke bomb into a fucking vortex. You know what I mean? So it is very strong, guys. So remember to use this as smokes wake up. Do not use his teleport. It has 0 armor. It doesn't have armor at any point. So always use this as an escape option. It's really good. The EX version does not cost you any meter. And of course, if you do get out of a situation and you want to be extra safe, you know, you could do it twice. You could do an EX one and a regular one. The regular ones do take away stamina, but, you know, it's worth it. You know, if you do this, for example, and your opponent blocks it, you could always, like, go away from your opponent and you're back here, back on neutral. And, of course, you know, this is really good. This is really good because this leads into that. And, you know, your opponent is actually not going to be able to see you that well once you do that. And you have a couple options after forward 2-1. And as you guys see, smoke stays there for a long time. And the smoke actually, you have a really hard time to see him through the smoke because he blends in really well. He could actually do forward 2-1-3. That's a low. It's completely safe. You could do forward 1-4. That one is safe as well. I think it might be +2. Actually, let's check. So, as you guys see, forward 2-1 is -6, which is pretty safe, right? -6. There aren't going to be any moves that are going to punish that. Forward 2-1-3, the low option is completely safe, and the forward 2-1-4 is +2 on block if you get hit by it, but the last hit is actually high, so your opponent could duck it, and while you're recovering, he can punish you. So it's best for you to do the low option or just do that. Because you could do this into, you know, face port. You could get the fuck out of there. You could try to cross your opponent up, you know, go for a 50-50. You know, you could do all this, and it's actually very hard to see. I'm not gonna lie. You could do nothing and then, you know, go for one of your 50-50s. So those are like his best tools that he gains in this variation. Is back to 1. You could always do back to 1-3. This is safe as well. Really nice option. It's really fast too, man. You could always do the mix-up that's not a mix-up, or it kind of is a mix-up, but you could see it and react to it, which is, you know, of course, you could go into back to 1-3, which is a low option, or you could go back to 1 into the teleport, which is an overhead. You could armor, you could EX it. Actually, it does not combo. It doesn't combo, guys. I just learned something today. I never used this, but I've seen other people use it, and I think I might have you know, fallen for this a couple times, and that is completely my fault now. Woo! I learned something today, guys. This does not connect, but it is still like sort of a mix-up, right? Because your opponent might be expecting it. Let's just say, for example, if he's blocking, he expects you know, to go for the low, and you just catch him with the overhead, and he's not expecting it. But let's go into like the real deal, right? The vortex. That is what you want to do. So your best punish is forward 1, standing 1, you know, forward 2. Look how much range it has, and this is a mid. Let's see how fast forward 2 and back 2 are. So back 2 is 14 frames. It's a mid, of course, and forward 2 is 14 frames. Okay, so both of these are 14 frames. Look how far this mid reaches, guys. This is crazy fucking range. And of course, forward 2-1, easily hit confirmable into the spear, or, you know, the smoke bomb actually does not work on hit with this. As you guys see, the combo ended. It does not work. you have to use the enhanced version. But if you really want the vortex, you know, if you want the vortex with some extra damage, you could do the meter burn version and then go into your Triton and standing 3. Because if you do this, you're gonna start off the combo with your spear, and you're gonna have to go into, you know, like a smoke bomb, and then, you know, pretty much get like a regular combo and end the combo, unless you know, just want to go into a vortex right off the bat, you know, cash it out for 17% instead of like finishing the full combo, but you still maintain the vortex. So it's up to you on whether you want to go 100% vortex, or you could also go for the damage if you do land this, because the only thing you could hit confirm it to is the spear or the EX bomb. So like I said, your best punishes forward 1-3, standing 1-1-1, and if you're at this range, you know, throw this out once in a while, and if you do catch your opponent, you know, start your offense. But let's get into the vortex, and it's pretty simple, guys. It's really simple. You could get, let's just say your opponent does an unsafe move. You go 1-1-1, smoke bomb, neutral jump punch, standing 4, back to 1 into spear. So that is like a bread and butter combo that I do. That leaves you, then you jump over, standing 3. That leaves you at plus 29. It does 26% damage. And let me just show you guys, it is completely worth it to go for the vortex because you're only sacrificing 3%. Let me show you guys how much damage it does if you just go for damage. So that does 30%. My combo into vortex did 26%. It leaves your opponent standing. You have plus 20. You're on plus 29, and he has to guess between overhead and low. So it is absolutely worth it to sacrifice 4% damage to get the smoke vortex, guys. So that is pretty much going to be it. Any time that you get the vortex, and it's even better in the corner. Let me show you guys, because in the corner, if you get someone in the corner, the back one actually connects into the regular smoke bomb, so you don't even have to do a meter burn version, because mid screen overhead into smoke bomb does not connect. Look at this overhead, that did not combo. Those 2 hits were from the smoke bomb being hit and the opponent hitting the ground, but the back one into smoke bomb does not combo mid screen, but it does in the corner. So if you get your opponent in the corner, that's why this is even more dangerous, because if you get knocked down and you read that your opponent is going to do a combo string to try to meet you on wake up, you could do this, you know, all this stuff right here, get your you know, offense started, do that, bam, 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 bam. Whoops, I did the wrong one. It's standing 3. I always sometimes get standing 3 and standing 4 confused, but always do standing 3. They have to guess. Didn't have to use a EX, but just did it anyways. Do this, standing 3 again. They have to guess. Bam, 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 bam. You can't do that, by the way. I just don't have the execution right now with Smoke because I haven't played him in a bit. There you go. Overhead low again. They have to guess. Plus 29, guys. Plus 29 is nothing to laugh about. That is so many frames to do things. You could, you know, keep it safe. If you don't want to drop your combo, you know, you could do this. Bam. Bam. Plus 29. Bam. Do it again. You know, I've done it in many ranked videos. I actually feel bad sometimes because this is so fucking strong and you do have to guess. And if your opponent does not guess right 2 or 3 times, the round is over. Especially in the corner where you can get some really, really good damage with Smoke. You know, it's pretty fucking scary. So that is going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You know, like I said, pretty basic tutorial because Smoke is a vortex character. You know, whether you like it or not, that's the way Smoke was designed. But don't get me wrong, like, he could still control space. You know, this is good. Like, if you trade with this and your opponent does not knock you down, you know, you could easily hit confirm this into, you know, a standing 1 into your spear, and You know, you could cash it out for damage, you know, on a trade, on a projectile trade, getting 20% damage is very good. Or, you know, you could just cash it out for a vortex. 13% into a plus 29 situation where he has to guess between this, you know what I mean? So Smoke is a really strong character. I definitely recommend you guys try him out. If you haven't, if you have any questions, make sure you guys leave them in the comment section. I'll be looking through all of them, trying to answer as many as I can. But other than that, guys, fucking purple smoke for the win. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time.